So it's about 55 degrees out here, middle of October. I really never expect to see much around this time of year, other than these guys. Wood turtle. Come here. These are pretty much the only things I'll still see moving around in this cold weather, turtle-wise at least. Because right now, most turtles are moving to their overwintering spots. So wood turtles are really interesting because they're kind of the reverse of most turtles. See if I can get a better look at this guy, because I love that orange coloration on him. A lot of turtles will go to kind of wetland areas and big ponds and lakes and things like that, where they'll sit through the winter and hide under the mud to avoid those cold temperatures, while wood turtles actually will come from the wetlands and come from the forest and things and go towards these creeks, as there is a big creek on this other side. So they spend their summers out walking around the forest and the wetlands and then return to the creeks during the winter. So it's really interesting. That's why I'm out here right now, is because we expect quite a few of these wood turtles. I think I've actually seen this particular individual before, earlier in the summer. We're just helping them move across this big fenced off area so they can get to where they need to be. But yeah, super happy to see these guys. I hardly ever see them normally, but this area seems to have quite a few of them. They're cool. Thought I would add in some fun facts about wood turtles that I've probably said previously when I've shown wood turtles, but still, just because I know I won't be seeing them too much more, throw it in there. So, Latin name, Glyptemes insculpta. An interesting thing that I learned not too long ago is how to identify a male versus a female. Let me adjust this better. As you can tell by their tail, although this one's not really showing tail very much. I believe if you look at where the cloaca is, where the vent is, that'll show you whether it's a male or a female. I believe males, the vent is closer to the tip of the tail. They have generally longer tails to house the male reproductive organs, while females will have the vent further towards the base of the shell. Hello. Doesn't really like being held upside down, sorry about that. But I believe this is a big female then, based on what I see on the tail. And look at that little focus, a cool little kind of chip in the beak there. It's got two little front teeth. Very cool. Please don't bite me. As I said earlier, the only two turtle species that I really expect to find this time of year in the fall are wood turtles and snapping turtles. They've got quite a beast here that I just stumbled upon. I wish I could have gotten a shot of it walking towards me, but once it spotted me, it has gone into a bit of a defensive position. I can already tell that this one is gonna be a bit of a hassle to move, but I guess we'll see. I was just passing by this little wetland here. Well, hard to call it a wetland, more like a puddle. And I thought there might be some stuff hiding in here, and I don't know if you can see it. Boom. There's a little wood turtle hiding down in here. So I am going to take a second to pull it out of this puddle, and I'll give you a closer look. Alright. Nice little juvenile wood turtle. Pulled right out of that little puddle. Hello. He's not too happy with me, I'm sure. He's enjoying sitting in that little puddle. But I know, like I said with the last one, these little dudes are just trying to get to the creek where they can stay over the winter. He's probably hanging out in that puddle to try to keep warm, because it is fairly chilly today. It's still like in the 50s. So I will hop this fence, move this turtle to where it really wants to be, down by the creek. Off you go, little turtle. Be free. Maybe. Go on. Scoot your way along. Alright, you'd rather just hang out here. I understand. Oh, there he goes. Go, turtle, go. Into the creek. Take your time. I'm looking for salamanders today, and I can always count on old reliable Plethodon cinereus, the redback salamander. Although it's not quite what I'm looking for, I'm just happy to know that they are out here. And I put a little log back for them. Let them go, don't want to bother them too much, especially now that it's starting to get cold. I'm hoping that means there are other salamanders out here, because specifically I'm looking for the marbled salamanders. I think this should be a good spot for them, but we'll see if I find any. So no salamanders today, but this is a really interesting find. While I was sitting in my car ready to go home, a little stick bug fell on my window. I've never actually seen a stick bug in Pennsylvania. So this is super cool. Wow. I don't really know much about them, honestly. They are masters of camouflage. I know that, as you can tell from their little bodies. They look just like sticks, so if they're in bushes and shrubs, you will probably never see these. So that's probably the only reason I saw this guy, was because he was sitting on my car windshield. I believe the order of insect is Phasmatidea. Feel free to correct me, entomologists. But yeah, I'll have to look up the species. But that's insane. I've literally never seen one of these before. This is definitely an unexpected find. I've got an eastern painted turtle here, outside of the water. It is on a little bit of a walk through the woods. I thought that most of these would have already found their overwintering places, and that wood turtles would be the only thing I'd be seeing. But surprise, eastern painted turtle. Yes, now I'm gonna bring him or her to the area that it should be in. Unfortunately, all the turtles that were just here hopped off the log when they heard me coming, but they prefer these kind of wetland pond areas to stay over the cold weather. What a beautiful shell, though. So yeah, return you to where you should be. Go on then. Okay, so the painted turtle was a weird find, but this is even stranger. I have not seen a garter snake here in what feels like months, because the weather's just been pretty gross, so they're not as out and about anymore. But just walking along this fence line here, I see a little tail sticking out from under this log. There's my glove, he's pooped all over the place. He's got quite a big meal in his stomach there. I don't want to squish him too much because I want him to keep that. It's probably a toad of some sort. But that is so cool. Eastern garter snake, Thamnophis sertalis sertalis. Hey buddy. Definitely not happy with me, but that is just so cool. I'm very happy to see snakes again. I guess I'll let him back out so he's not trapped in the fence. Put him out here. Oh, look at him go. Another one. Oh god. I'm dropping him. He's so slippery. Hey, hang on. There we go. Another garter snake. What is going on? Guess they're all coming out to get some kind of warmth. Come here, buddy. I want you to say hi to the people. Well, clearly this one doesn't want to say hi to the camera, so hang on. There we go. This one's in shed. So, a little dull in coloration, but still very cool to see. Happy to see that these snakes are still around. and I'll just let it on its way because it's very not happy with me. Oh, he's coming for me. It seems like it's just a wood turtle party in October. Just look at this big male that I just found. I really didn't expect to see anything today, which I feel like is a common theme for this time of year. But yeah, it looks like even now they're still out moving around. I get a better look at this face. Look at that guy. He almost looks like a tortoise. But they are fairly aquatic, especially this time of year. He's not shy at all. That's really cool. I don't know how many more of these outdoorsy videos will be coming in the near future with the winter coming up, but I think we'll find some new types of content that people will enjoy. And hey, if we have to move down south to make some more videos, I'm happy to do that as well. Say bye, little turtle.